Outreach Coordinator with Get Covered Illinois, the Illinois Department of Insurance. First off, I'd like to thank you for joining us this snowy Tuesday morning in Champaign. And I additionally would like to extend my thanks to our treasured community partners who we would not be able to do this outreach and for this important health matters in these communities, and also our elected officials. And a special thanks to Champaign County Healthcare Consumers for hosting our press conference today, where we are here to share an important message about an upcoming deadline. December 15th will be the last day to enroll this enrollment period for coverage that starts on January 1st. It's not the end of open enrollment, but this will be the December 15th is the last time for January 1st coverage. So I'd like to introduce for you this morning, we have with us Senator Scott Bennett, State Senator Scott Bennett, the Mayor of Urbana, Laurel Prussing, and Champaign Deputy Mayor Paul Faraci. They are here to share with you a little bit more about what healthcare means to the community in Champaign County.
Good morning. I guess I'll start. I'm State Senator Scott Bennett. I think this is such an important reminder to send out to people. This is the time of year, of course, with the holidays, where people really spend a little extra time thinking about one another, and also buying gifts or buying something that to show they're appreciative for a whole year of kindness. But there's really nothing you could do that is a better gift to someone than to remind them to be thinking about their health. There's no toy you can get a child that is any better than reminding their parents to make sure they've got health insurance. And so this is just a really important year to spend a little bit of time. You would be sending out an email to say thanks for a great year. Maybe make a line to someone that might be vulnerable to this, to remind them that Thursday, December 15th, is the last day to enroll if they want to make sure they start the new year right, started with insurance. And so it's really important that we just remind people and get the word out that there is a deadline coming up, and getcoveredillinois.gov is a great place to get a lot of information. You can find plans for any price point. You might find that you're eligible for a lot of coverage through government means, and so it's a great place to start, and it's a great time of year to be thinking of others for the greatest gift of all, which is just caring about our health.
Well, I just want to thank healthcare consumers for doing this, because most communities don't have an organization like this. So we are very fortunate that we have people who help the public find the resources and the information that they need to sign up. So I would encourage everyone to do the signing up, because as Senator Bennett said, there's nothing more important than your health.
Good morning. My name is Paul Faraci. I am the Deputy Mayor of the City of Champaign. Mayor Finan could not be here. She's in a warmer place, and I won't tell you where in the state that starts with F, but she'll be back, I hope, tonight. So on behalf of the City of Champaign, I want to encourage all residents to get covered and to let them know that help is available. I want to thank the organizations in the community that have partnered together to help support enrollment efforts, and especially want to thank the organizations that are enrolling individuals and families in health insurance. This is a specialized skill, which I didn't know until recently, that requires training, education, and experience. And we are fortunate to have organizations with staff who can help community members locally. We'd like to thank and acknowledge the following organizations for all that they do in assisting our residents. So, of course, Champaign County Healthcare Consumers, Francis Nelson Health Center, and Presence Covenants Community Resource Center. Thanks to these efforts, the City of Champaign has the distinction of leading the nation in children's health insurance coverage. Another point I didn't know. A study earlier this year from Wallet Hub, using census data, that showed between 2010 and 2015, following the implementation of the Affordable Care Act, Champaign's children's uninsured rate dropped by over 10% to an all-time low of nearly 0%. If there are parents of children who are uninsured, we encourage them to contact one of the agencies to find out about getting covered. We all want our families to be healthy, and we want to live in a healthy community. An important aspect of community health is making sure that everyone is covered and everyone has access to quality, affordable health care. This is a community effort, and I commend the organizations that are helping to make it possible as a result of their direct service, referrals of clients, and funding of services. Thank you so much, Claudia.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Claudia Lennhoff, and I'm the Executive Director of the Champaign County Healthcare Consumers. And thank you all for being here and helping to promote health insurance enrollment. Champaign County Healthcare Consumers is one of the organizations in our community that provides in-person enrollment assistance. We have been doing so since the very first open enrollment. We have very experienced bilingual staff members who are federally certified application counselors, and all of them have been doing enrollments for at least 3 years, so they are very experienced. I introduced some of you to some of our staff earlier who do the enrollments: Adani Sanchez, Chris Garcia, and Jen Tayachi. We are fortunate in this community to have several organizations that provide in-person enrollment assistance, and we don't entirely have a representation from them here this morning, but the organizations where consumers can go for help are Promise Healthcare's Francis Nelson Health Center. And I want to say that if anybody is needing immediate health care and they are not yet established with a provider, Francis Nelson Health Center has same-day appointments available, so somebody can go and have a medical appointment and also get covered, all within the same place. Also, Presence Covenants Community Resource Center is available to help, and we share a lot of clients with them as well. We are also fortunate to have strong and innovative collaborations with community healthcare providers and funders that help make our work possible, and that help make it possible for consumers to find their way to us to get help with enrollment. I want to introduce our other community partners, and some of the representatives have not been able to join us here this morning, but you have already met Mayor Prussing from the city of Urbana. Urbana is one of Healthcare Consumers' funders that helps make our work possible so we can serve the residents of Urbana better. Carl Health System assists with funding, referrals, and collaborations to help meet the needs of patients. Rosecrans Incorporated Champaign Urbana, formerly Community Elements, and Celeste Blodgett is here, and we have an innovative collaboration with Rosecrans that allows us to receive and make referrals for clients who are also working with Rosecrans for mental health services, and we also work together with clients who are in the Champaign County Jail. Chris Garcia, our staff member, actually spends part of every week in the Champaign County Jail. He receives referrals from Rosecrans, Prairie Center, and the sheriff for individuals who need help signing up for coverage, and he begins the process while the individuals are in the jail, and then they can also follow up with him after they get out. The Champaign County Mental Health Board actually helps fund this collaboration, and we're joined by Mark Driscoll over here. And this is a really innovative collaboration made possible by joining together of the Mental Health Board, Rosecrans, the Sheriff's Office, and Champaign County Healthcare Consumers. These collaborations make it possible for us to do the work that we do and to make sure that consumers, one way or another, can find their way to us to get covered. We want to create a community where there is no wrong door to enter to find your way to coverage. I want to remind consumers that while December 15th is the deadline to sign up for coverage that will begin January 1, it is not the final deadline for open enrollment. That final deadline is January 31st. So people still have time, but if you do want coverage beginning January 1, please try to get signed up by December 15th. Also, for consumers who think that they cannot afford health insurance, I invite you to come talk to us and check it out. Subsidies are available to make insurance more affordable. Most people are pleasantly surprised by what's available to them. And then also, because the state of Illinois expanded Medicaid, a lot of consumers may qualify for Medicaid, which is very affordable because it has no monthly premiums. So I want to encourage consumers, if you're skeptical, if you don't think you can afford it, please check it out. And in-person help is available, and we want to get everybody covered. Thank you very much.
And I just want to take a moment to talk about how these collaborations have helped us on a national level. So over 2.1 million have signed up through the marketplace since the beginning of open enrollment. We don't have the new numbers yet. This is from the first 4 weeks, so November 1st to November 26th, 2.1 million people. Over 68,000 of those people are from Illinois. So these relationships happening in communities across the state where in-person counselors are waiting just to help walk through these applications, that is how it's impacting our communities. Over 68,000 people in Illinois. That is, at that point, was 90,000 people nationally over where they were at that point last year in open enrollment 3. So people are rising up to say health insurance is important to me, and we need to just kind of keep getting that word out so folks that are maybe doubting that insurance is going to keep going in 2017, we have an affirmation of all the major carriers in Illinois saying that if you sign up and you pay your first premium during this open enrollment season, you are covered for the entire year of 2017. So I think that people need just to understand that we are still here. The insurance is still available through healthcare.gov. And if you are having a difficult time finding somebody in your community, you can call 866-311-1119. And the helpline or the help desk is there from 8 to 5. And they have access to the Get Covered Illinois connector, which can help us find, just by a little zip code search, people right in your community. So if we were to enter this zip code right here, we would find Champaign County Healthcare consumers and the partners that we've mentioned here today. So thank you so much, everybody, for coming, and we appreciate your day. Be safe out there.
Thank you. And I don't know if y'all want to ask questions or just talk to people individually, if you want to do any follow-ups. Individually? Okay. Thank y'all so much.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Appreciate it.